Welcome, my beautiful earth signs. Thank you for tuning in. I'm doing your October reading today. I hope you all are doing well. I hope my beautiful Virgos had a lovely birthday season. I wouldn't say birthday weekend. I don't know what that was, but birthday season. And of course, your birthday. But overall, I hope you had a good season. I hope you were able to plant some new seeds and to, start off your new cycle because kind of with your birthdays it begins a new cycle for you on a personal level. So for the rest, I think September was quite an intense month energy wise. I've had so many people coming at me with anxiety, like very strong anxiety. The energies are shifting and it can definitely flare up some of your anxiousness. Also, depression as well. They kind of go hand in hand, yet there are complete opposites, but then they go together as well. So when one flares up, a lot of times the other one as well. It just goes hand in hand often. But I feel that the pressure on the chest and all of that will ease a little bit more and more in the month of October, building up towards Halloween. All right. Coming, I think, smoothing out by the end of Libra season. You already have had those breakthroughs and you feel a lot better, like you can actually see forward again, because it was like a foggy vision is what I'm hearing. So that's what I also felt when I was tuning in. I was like, ooh, there is like, we need some flashlights over here. There's too much fog going on. Can I shine some light? Like, hello, it's over here. Can you hear my voice? Literally, that's how I felt sometimes, because like, yeah, I when I tune into the collective, I felt that way. We are having a full moon on the 6th of October, and for Taurus that will be in your 6th house, for Virgos that will be in your 2nd, and for Capricorn that will be in your 10th house. If you really want to dive deeper what that means for you, go look up some of these amazing astrologers that take all the time to really explain you into detail, to give you all that clarity and guidance. I do really also want to send some love to those people. So um, let me see. We have the full moon on the 20th. I think that's really a turning point for a lot of us. And that will happen for Taurus in your 12th house. For Capricorn, it will be your 4th. And yes, Capricorn will be your 4th. And for Virgo, it will be in your 8th house. Okay, house of transformations. um, I'm hearing Virgo, love yourself, love yourself, love yourself. You've seen the signs. Okay, I just need to give a quick message to the Virgos, because some of you really had, even on your birthday, you had to serve to other people's and cater to other people's energy, make sure that they feel seen and all of that. And that was your day. So I'm just saying boundaries. Okay. Anyway, let's move on. Saturn and Jupiter will both go direct this month. So that's good news. That's good news. And Mercury will be in retrograde till the 18th of October. So many dates. Let's just focus on the cards for now. Let's just see what we got. I wanted to get a couple. We have intuitive nudges and light and relationships. And the birds are like definitely in both coming together. I see, like, you see this image of these birds are flying this direction, these birds are flying that direction, like they're coming together, the dark versus the light. Okay, the shadow versus the light. So you will be able to enlighten some of those areas in your life in the month of October that you felt very wishy-washy on. I don't know if that's the way to put it, but like limbo. Like, I don't know, I can't see clearly. I don't know really what I feel. I don't know really what I want. I don't know. Like, I need some answers. And I really feel that all of a sudden, like I said, like by the 20th, I feel like that breakthrough point where you're like, ooh, okay, now I have a clear vision of this or that. And now I really have that answer, what I want to do with this situation. Try not to make big decisions in the first 2.5 weeks of October. Try to sort of ask for a little bit more time, or take some time out to say, listen, I need a couple days off, or I need to reflect on this. Let me get back to you by the end of the month, and I will have an answer for you. If that is possible, please do that for yourself, because you might actually feel different by the end of the month. No hitting send on a text that the next morning you might not feel so strongly about. Okay, I'm just in a very subtle way. I wanted to say that. Okay, put it out there. They're saying intuitive nudges and light. In the month of October, the veil is the thinnest. Okay, like if you are a little bit of clear hearing, then you will definitely pick up on some things. Okay, so if you have a ringing in the ears, if you're sensitive for that, that might be enhanced this month. You get signs through and all of those things. So also the connection with your intuitive wisdom and the connection with your higher self is the veil is thinner, so you can pick up on certain things, but you can also pick up on messages or signs from past loved ones and things like that. So keep your energy open, and that's why I'm saying, like, don't put too much and pressure on yourself that you don't feel that you can be present, because you're here right now in this moment listening to me. Well, I assume you are, because you're here hearing it, but what are you doing right now? Like, are you walking around? Are you doing the dishes? What are you doing? Like, are you present right now? It's like just a quick reminder, be present. You don't have to watch the screen, but you know what I'm saying. Like, if there's too much going on, you can't really take it in. And in the month of October, there's beautiful things in the stillness to pick up on that will actually help you forward. So I'm just saying, okay? Intuitive nudges. Intuition is the language of the soul. We are all born aware with a profound sense of inner knowing. Intuition is one of the greatest gifts we possess. It's true. Which keeps us connected to our higher selves, the universe, and to divine spirit. Then you have the card light, which connects to both cards. Imagine yourself as being composed of energy and light. Because in reality, that's precisely what you are. You are a powerful being, and people are attracted to your brilliance. This is a time to remember how vibrant you are. This is a time to remember how vibrant you already are. Relationships are just mirror images of your own life. How you feel and treat yourself, as well as how you react and respond to different situations and people around you. Be aware that every relationship is an opportunity for soul's growth. All right, so some of us just need to look at certain situations differently, because sometimes we feel we have been with someone for a long time, and then you break up, you go separate ways, and we sometimes feel like I wasted all these years, or I wasted all this time. But the thing is that your soul has grown from it, regardless if you're very conscious about it or not. You always take lessons from people, regardless of if you only learn what you never want again, what you never will do again. It's still a soul lesson, because if you come out of a relationship and say, I never want this again, that means that you grew self-value. You see? Because a lot of times we focus on, I can't believe I stayed in this so long. I did this, I stayed so long, and that is considered a negative condition and choice. So you put yourself down on staying so long, but focus on you getting out. Because why? Because you feel you deserve more, meaning that your value that you have, the vision that you have, the value connected to what you deserve to receive has grown, meaning ching ching, you gain something from it. And that's very valuable, because if you gain self-worth and value, you're a magnet for things on that level, right? And so show yourself compassion and say, it's not up to me to decide how long I need it and all of that. I'm not going to look back at it thinking that is the biggest mistake of my life, that's I never should have done. No, it's like, maybe I could have gone out of it sooner, but this was the timing that I felt I could, and so I did, and I'm proud of myself. And also there were good times, and I did grow from this, and I did learn that from that person. And even if it's just lessons about yourself, you learn how to love someone unconditionally, or love yourself through a situation. It's like all of these things are soul lessons. And every relationship you go through, regardless if it's friendships or work related connections, colleagues, whether it's business partner, whether it's relationship partner, like, you know, love connections, family ties, all of those things, every single relationship you have is an opportunity for soul's growth if you look at it and view it and approach it from that point. Remember how vibrant you are. I feel like some of you are definitely coming out of a relationship and you really need some healing and remembering of yourself, like how beautiful you truly are, and also rebuilding that connection with yourself. Some of you are in a connection and you're taking some time apart to say, I'm focusing on rebuilding a trust within my own inner voice. Like, I'm hearing other people's voice constantly. I need to hear my own voice for some time by just being in the present moment, not constantly fitting into another person's schedule and day and mood and all of that, because you become so flexible with transforming in other people's energy that you don't really know, how are you feeling? What are you even hearing? Is that your own voice? Is that the fear of someone else? What is projected onto you? Breathe. Silence, stillness, and then you will hear yourself clearly this month. All right, so that's something I wanted to share with you guys. There's some high up, like some of you have this anxious feeling, and I understand that most times we don't really have a clear reason why. But the energy is so heightened, and it's also Mars in Libra energy that is just triggering. So that's why I'm saying, instead of wishing it away or trying to fix it, allow it to be there, but show yourself love and compassion and nurture yourself through it. All right, approach it as if you would hurt your toe like really badly and you just needed to have it rest. You know, you need to rest your toe or ankle or whatever. You are not gonna keep on walking around that ankle till it goes away. The pain will stay if you keep on walking on it. Gotta give it some rest. All right, if you find yourself not being able to concentrate during this month, just don't try to constantly force yourself to concentrate, because it doesn't work that way. You know, do something else and then get back to it. It might actually flow much more easier. Find something that helps you build a bridge. Okay, Libra season all about building a bridge between the one and the other side, between the dark and the light and the shadow, you know, basically, or good, bad, healthy, unhealthy. It's like build a bridge, and so you can actually find the balance between both. Nothing is truly good or bad. That's just what we perceive as. All right. Let's get into this tarot. Wheel of Fortune, I told you. Beautiful energy with the Page of Pentacles as well. Yes, I like this, Earth signs. I like this. Ooh, look at that. You have the Seven of Pentacles and the Chariot. And then we have the Tower. Wow, with the Eight of Pentacles. Okay, you need to understand how many seeds you have planted. And also, we have been going through Saturn and Jupiter being both in retrograde, meaning that is like, you know, the things, the harvest and what you receive and things working out. It has been in retrograde, meaning that when it got stations direct, that's where you get the payout, because you kept working, you kept at it, you kept being focused, you kept being motivated regardless of the results. It's not only most important thing, there are other things there as well. So you gotta know and have trust in your own abilities. You have been manifesting good things because you have been manifesting from a good intention. So from that, things will grow, and you actually will receive something that you don't see coming this month. All right, like something like some financial support, or actually, like I said, like that spiritual insight, the clarity just hitting you in the face. Whoa, I can see it now, you know, let me not do this anymore, or let me start trying it towards this direction, stirring it the other way. That's the thing. Like, give yourself the space to make those transformations this month, and you will definitely see the results. Look at that. You have the Seven of Pentacles. You don't want to keep investing into things that don't bring you joy. All right, so it's important for you guys to understand that you decide what you want to do. Look at that, Eight of Pentacles. If you have been dealing with a writer's block is what I'm hearing, and yes, that sometimes has to do with actual writing, but sometimes it has to do with not being able to take one thing into another phase. Like, it's almost like you're stuck here. And I feel you might actually have felt that way now and then, but you're coming out of that. The Chariot and the Tower. Let me see why the Tower is here. Can you clarify the Tower for me? Bum, you get hit with this idea. You get hit with this inspiration, this motivation, like I said. And then you're working on that. The Knight of Swords is here together with the Moon. It's like you are no longer letting the unknown, like I said, right? Earlier on, I said, like, we're ending out a phase of in the unknown, not knowing when things will end. I see like you're no longer fearing the unknown. You're actually starting to build a bridge between how you used to feel the fear and the excitement towards the unknown. It's anything is possible instead of I don't know what's gonna happen, and that scares me. And it's like anything can happen. That excites me. It's the exact same situation, but it's the complete opposite energy, and it motivates you. You're like, you know what? No, I am excited. I can always go back to that, but I'm deciding I'm going here for a little bit because why not? This is a why not month, okay? Not during Mercury retrograde. Okay, then just double check. But after that, it's a why not? You know? The Nine of Swords and the Moon card. I see some of you actually have some stress in some areas of your life and deciding to focus your energy elsewhere, where you do feel like you have some control, where you can put your creative energy flow in, when you can take your mind off things. And I don't know if there's something that during this period of time, you know, what we've been dealing with, the globalness of it all. I don't know if you picked up something that actually kept your mind off things or kept you focused somewhere else. That actually might be something you want to pick up on a full-time basis instead of just doing it part-time on a low. Here we have the Queen of Wands and the Three of Cups. And the Hangman energy. So, yeah, that is just understanding with the Death card as well, that Scorpio energy that's coming in. You see, after this thing calms down, after the full moon in Aries, sorry, I was so in my head, in Aries, transformation happens, and I see like you're opening up. You might actually have a nice get together with some people that you may have been putting on, you know, delay because you weren't sure and maybe there was no time, you weren't feeling that great. I see like you're coming together with people you haven't seen in quite some time, and you've been sharing, you might actually share with like-minded people some of your ideas that you had. Like you are sharing like how you went from one point into another point. That might not take place right now, but there's something that's growing out of the situation. So it might be actually like next month or a month after, but I do see you closing out basically. Sorry. I do see you closing out this chapter where it's just talking about with being an example. Like you might have actually gone through certain things and you're overcoming it, and then you're like, listen, I was right there, you know, I felt the exact same way, but I started to do this and this and this, and it really helped me. So, you know, if you would like, I could give you the phone number, or I can give you this, or I can give you the internet address. Like, you know, you can maybe check it out if it's something for you. May not, but maybe it does work, you know. Like maybe you said like, I also had these dreams and I started journaling, and actually that's when things started to shift for me. Like maybe journaling is something for you. Like you're taking on a leading position role in a get together with like-minded people, or some people that are just close here. Yeah, the Seven of Cups with the Eight of Cups. You're clearing out the confusion of it all. The confusion? Confusement? Yeah, confusement of it all. Because I feel like you're not afraid to make a decision. Like you are releasing some of the fear of the unknown, but it was more like the chaos it brought, right? Like in your head, like the inability to really focus or the inability to really choose. Like I do see you clearing out that energy and you're walking away. It's like, no, I'm no longer taking all these cups and all these opinions of other people with me and all these voices. I just want to clear out the energy and I want to start fresh. I prove myself that I can do this. Just me. And I do not need everyone's opinions and advice and all of that to just say, hey, I am moving forward. So that's something I'm feeling for you guys. What else coming in? Ten of Cups. You see, you walk right into happiness. Wow. And you have the Eight of Wands with the Two of Swords. So you're getting out of this stagnant energy mentally, like that writer block energy. When you take those moments for stillness and to actually communicate with your higher self, allow this energy to just come right through you, take you somewhere. And you have the Eight of Cups with the Ten of Cups. It's beautiful. It's like, finally, I can breathe. You know, that's what I'm hearing. Beautiful with the Four of Wands as well. Yeah, you're getting the peace back. And I also see that, beautiful, you have the Sun card as well. I told you, that's the energy I felt. I felt the Strength card. Is like a Strength card out yet? Nope, but now it is. You might actually have multiple options, people that you connect with. Might be two people involved. This is like for like maybe only one person I'm getting, so leave it if it doesn't resonate. I'm seeing that like a guy or yes, a guy. Normally I would say masculine, feminine because I work with energy, but I do feel like a masculine, like a guy, a physical gender man, dealing with another man, same sex connection, and there was a triangle form, and I do see that is some clearing out. It was not necessarily that it was an active triangle, but I feel that one person had an ex, and that ex just had so many, there were so many reasons why that was still like sort of a red thread through your relationship. When it's your relationship, it's your new thing, and you just kind of want to let it go. So I do see when you focus more on the passionate side and also communicate very clearly and have your boundaries up, I see that it makes space for getting together and understanding each other better and letting it go. All right, so that's something that I am feeling and seeing. So let's move back to the general energy. The Strength card, the Knight of Swords, it's like really the things that used to trigger you. You just really want to heal. You don't want to feel this way anymore about when you bump into a certain person. You don't want things to have that much energy over you anymore. You're approaching things from a new angle, and that's because you can. That's because it will be supported in the end of October. So focus on the positive. Focus on building a bridge between what is perceived as bad and good, and try to look at it from a third person perspective. Not third person when it comes to relationship, I mean the third person who is not really gaining or losing anything if he or she has to give an opinion about what it sees, right? So you take a couple steps back. A lot of times when we want to fix something, we dive even deeper into it. We just like, okay, I just gotta hold it all together. I just gotta make sure that everything is just stick together, because from this angle we can definitely all make it work. But sometimes it's about releasing. If it comes back to you, it's meant for you, and in the way that it should. All right. I'm going to give you one more angel message because I feel that they have stuff to say. They will be with you this month, okay? So keep your eyes on the signs. You have 4 of action. It's again 4 of wands. You got 4 of wands twice. Beautiful. Earth signs. Your hard work and sincere effort leads you to a sense of safety, contentment, and financial security. You deserve to take a break and enjoy the magnificent life you've created. It may be time to celebrate a wonderful event such as an engagement, a wedding, buying a new home, or the birth of a child. Alright, so they're saying when you work, and you get your life in a certain way, don't forget to actually live the life that you are building. You know, a lot of people have like these houses, but they never are at home because they're always traveling to make sure that they can keep the house there. When do you start living the life that you are building? So some of you I'm seeing taking an extra day off work to spend with your child. You're like, you know what? No, I don't want to work 5 days. I want to work 4. I know that financially we're going to have to make something work, but I want to be there. I want to actually experience the fact that I have a toddler or I have, you know, whatever, like for whatever reason. Like, don't forget to live the life you have built or that you are building. Don't forget to actually live it. You know, it's like when you buy a couch, you don't buy it to like just look at it. Like, you kind of want to sit on it, you know, experience movie nights. You know, don't forget to sit on your couch, okay? And don't forget to live it. All right, it's beautiful. Like, you ended up with the 10 of Cups and the Sun card. Like, if that doesn't say something, then I don't know what does. And it is supported as well energetically. So I hope, my beautiful earth signs, that there was some in here for all of you guys. Don't forget to check out your sun, moon, and rising. So if this was your sun, moon, and rising, was your moon, then maybe your sun and your rising. You know the drill. Okay, some of you have earth signs and all 3, and then you're done. Okay, you can go about your day now. No, I love you guys. And no pressure at all. Thank you so much for tuning in. I love you, and I will be back soon. Bye.